shit, that's right. Forgive me if I stutter and stumble. I haven't been on stage for a few years now. Start off, as was mentioned earlier, a lot of us come out multiple times in our lives. For some of us, it's a never-ending thing. My trans journey started about 5-6 years ago at this point. First figuring out that I was gender fluid. My partner at the time was a long distance partner. I told them I was gender fluid and they said that they didn't know if they could love me anymore because they were bi, not pan.
Oh my god, you found the one person the difference matters to.
Funny you should say that, they ended up ghosting me about a month later. But following on from that, I encountered my current partner. Found out that they were bi as well, and I found myself becoming very nervous and wondering if I should tell them, afraid that they'd have the same reaction. I eventually tell them, and they keep welcoming me with open arms, and well, eventually, the ring on my finger should tell you how that one went. But about a year after we actually got together, I figured out that I'm more than just gender fluid or femme-leaning gender fluid. I was trans. I started having dysphoria pretty bad at that point. My partner, Jessica Lauby, again, I would love a copy of this recording. Suggested that I start wearing padded bras, women's underwear. It helped. It helped for a bit. Should have mentioned this beforehand, there will be some trigger warnings here. Ended up going to Dangerfield at one point, and one of the staff there pointed me towards Shine. Started going along the process of starting HRT. Before I could even get to that point, the gender dysphoria started hitting me really bad. Thoughts of self-harm, suicide. It was getting bad enough that I wanted to cut my chest open to let out breasts that I knew were there, but weren't physically there. Sorry. It got to the point where I ended up collapsing in the shower multiple times in one day. And that's where Jess found me at one point, crying my eyes out. And I told her, I don't know how long I can keep doing this. She has helped me through so much, as has my brother. The two of them have been my only constants throughout my entire journey. I would not be here without them. Following on from that, eventually got through the process of starting HRT. Got onto it. I had a job at a place in Wollonga. Customer comes up to me and asks if I am a boy or a girl. I told them I was a girl, and they started yelling at me. Not a fun experience, and not one I'd wish on anyone. thankfully, my co-workers helped me out and took over for me while I went out the back to calm down until he left. Yeah, self-harm has been a constant thought on occasions. But I've now been on HRT for just over 2.5 years. I recently started dressing how I want, with the thought of, you know what, fuck it, I don't care how people see me, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing, and I don't care what anyone else says.
Yep.